Baby, it's cold outside. This week on Bragg N Bout Business, Jeremy Larson, the airman himself from Airman Heating and Air Conditioning, joins me in studio to talk about the most timely of topics, heating and cooling. We are headed for another cold snap. Is your furnace ready? When was the last time you showed it some love? Eh? Huh? Well, Jeremy provides some excellent tips on keeping your system running and in tip-top shape. And it doesn't cost as much as you think, and how a little preventative maintenance can save you big time. You know who looks after the furnace? Our sponsor, the good people down at Cowboy Trail Brewery. Cheers to the West, and cheers to a well-maintained furnace. It'll keep you warm and toasty all winter long. Enjoy. Jeremy Larson, welcome to Bragg N Bout Business.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Airman Heating and Air Conditioning.
That's right. Yeah.
So,
Heating.
so tell us how it all came about. How long has it been in business?
So, yeah, it's almost been 7 years here in 2026, which is a couple weeks away. Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, it started in 2019. I had started it while I was still working for a government organization.
Okay.
On the side, doing the same thing, just on a larger scale.
Nice.
But I wanted a way out. I wanted something different.
Yeah.
You know, I was getting close to 40 and I was seeing things differently at the time, like I didn't want to be stuck working somewhere that I wasn't happy with.
That's right. Life is short.
Life is short.
Got to make those changes.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's, when you get to that age, that 40-year-old era, that you access a different set of lenses that you can see through.
100%.
Like, I don't know if you're just downloading and for that 40-year period and you see things a lot differently.
Yes.
And I didn't want to be, stuck at some place for 20 or 25 years that I really didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the work, but I didn't enjoy the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not about the money anymore.
It's not about the money anymore.
Quality of life.
Yeah. Chasing the money thing is just not the answer.
No,
it's not. So yeah, I started it part-time. I worked full-time and then I worked in the evenings and then I worked on the weekends, and it took me about 1.5 years, I would say, to where I thought I could make a break here.
Yeah.
It's probably not the smartest thing to do, right? Financially.
A lot of risk. It's a lot of risk.
It's a big risk.
And making the jump.
Yep. And a lot of people, and including the friend circle I had at the time, didn't really think it was a good idea at all.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah. Like, it was, you're going to leave a government job, a union job.
A pension,
that carrot that dangles at the end of it, that if you make it that far,
right,
you're going to have it.
Yeah.
My wife was extremely supportive, obviously.
That's nice.
Couldn't have done it without her. Still couldn't do it without her.
What's your wife's name?
Kim.
Kim.
Yep.
Shout out Kim.
Shout out Kim.
All right.
Yeah, love you. So I handed in my notice.
Took the plunge.
Cut that financial security and
said goodbye.
And went full time.
Must have been like there's a couple of things. A, it would have been scary, the financial side of it, but it must have felt like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I still almost get emotional thinking about it when you say that. It was a big deal.
Yeah,
it was a big deal. Part of me, it was like, I'm not going back no matter what.
Yeah,
like, and I'm going to use that. Yeah, as motivation.
Yes, your fuel.
I'm not going back
because there's going to be hard times.
There's going to be hard times.
That's what you need to keep you going.
And I knew it was going to be hard because I've been in the industry for 20 years now, almost. Like, been a journeyman for probably 15.
Nice.
I had met a lot of people who own companies, and I kind of knew but didn't know what it was going to be like.
Right.
And I was willing to just throw it out the window and just go for it. Yeah. I was going to lean into it, and I knew there was going to be some speed bumps.
Of course.
I didn't know there was going to be as big as speed bumps.
Yeah. Like anybody does.
Like, you just don't know, right? You don't know until you've done it. And I just grinded. Yeah. I fought for it. I found ways to win, even if they were small. Yeah. And celebrate those small wins.
Absolutely.
A lot of losses.
Of course.
Call them learning opportunities now.
Yes.
I just learned to keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm still here.
Resilience.
Yep. Resilience. And perseverance. It's a daily thing. Mm-hmm. It's a weekly thing. Yeah. It's a monthly thing.
Especially when you're working by yourself, because
absolutely.
You're a solopreneur.
Yep, I'm a solo guy. I have a couple subcontractors that I work with, like installations and stuff like that, because you need to have a master electrician to pull permits for the city of Calgary.
Yep, that makes sense.
Right, so we bring them in on our AC installs, and I have a guy who helps, who's a subcontractor, but only on the install side, but the service side and repair and maintenance, it's all me.
Yeah.
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 That's my trade as a refrigeration air conditioning mechanic, and that's my avenue, and I'm really good at it, and I stay in that avenue. I don't
Right
kind of go
on.
too far out of it, no matter
Okay.
what the money is or nothing,
Yeah.
because it's not about money, right? It's about passion,
Passion.
right? And enjoying what you do. Yeah.
Exactly. So your focus is more on residential, or do you also do commercial?
Yeah, so my experience for geez, yeah, the 20 years, like I've worked industrial, I worked at
Okay.
Fort McMurray and the oil sand
Oh,
sites,
wow. All right.
commercial and residential. So I've got a little bit of everything throughout
Yeah.
my apprenticeship, right? But I primarily focus on residential.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And
yeah.
you're kind of your home market's kind of that south end of Calgary.
Yeah, typically, yeah,
Yeah.
southeast, southwest Calgary. I will go to the northwest or the north side of the city for
Sure.
a lot of the clients that I've had over the years have moved,
Of course.
and
They like your service.
they like me, they call me,
Yeah.
they book me, so I go.
Of
Yeah,
course. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Good for you. And where are you from originally?
Originally from Lethbridge.
All right.
Yeah, the Windy
Excellent.
City.
The Windy City.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm heading down there tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
probably get blown off the highway. It is windy. I woke up this morning and I could hear the wind, and
Yeah.
that's not typical Calgary.
No.
And my wife always says to me too, like I'm always moaning and complaining when it's windy because I can't sleep good in the wind.
Yeah.
And like she can't understand how I slept at all when I was a kid because Lethbridge is.
There's only one place windier, and that's Pincher Creek.
Oh yeah, and I mean that's why there's windmills there, like
Yeah,
turbines
tons
are
now.
there. It is windy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your technical school, where'd you go to technical school?
Technical school was here at SAIT.
Right on.
Yep.
Yeah, they got a good program.
They have a good program. Nate does too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really good school. It's a really good city for technical, for all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, solopreneur, 7 years in the business. What kind of challenges did you initially have to overcome when you were starting Airman?
Oh man,
I'm sure there was a few.
there was a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I financially had kind of planned for it, right?
that's smart.
For that year and a half or so, because I knew that would be a big one. Because you're basically cutting off your salary
Yep.
funnel. Like I said, my wife was supportive, so wasn't too bad that way. I had thought, at 39 years old or whatever at the time, that you knew how to deal with people.
Mm-hmm.
But I think learning about people when it comes with money,
Right.
whether that's friends or family
Mm-hmm.
or somebody you don't know, it's different.
Yeah.
It can be different, and it's weird.
Especially when you're the business.
Mhm.
You're the one that has to do that. If you're working for an organization, there's layers of the organization that have to deal with people
Exactly.
on that
Yeah.
level, right?
Yeah. I'm the guy who answers the phone, the guy who books the job, shows up to the job, meets the homeowner, does the work, deals with the wholesaler, does the invoicing,
Cradle to grave.
like all of it.
Yeah.
Right. So when you add all of that in, there's a lot to learn in between those little gaps
Yeah.
of everything. And I'd say the biggest thing is just learning how to deal with people. Not that I didn't know that before, but when you deal with money, it can be a little bit different.
Oh yeah.
Like
People generally don't want to part with it.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's I think that's a big one. And then learning how to have a business that actually can make money.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you're not making money, it's not gonna be that long.
It will not be. No.
And I had met some people, another electrician and plumbers that were same boat as me, kind of along the way. They only made it a year. One of them only made it 2 years, right? Because it's not easy, and
It is
there's
not.
a lot of like a roller coaster, right? There's a
Yeah.
lot of ups, but there's a lot of downs.
Big time.
And those downs you can get pretty.
Yeah. You're not surrounded by a lot of positive reinforcement in
No.
those moments.
There's nobody there that's gonna bail you out.
Yeah.
There's nobody there that's gonna say, "Hey, good job."
Yeah.
It's not gonna. You gotta be yourself.
That's right.
Driving individual.
Yeah.
And I think that can be tough. It was tough for me too. Like I had to learn to just persevere
Of course.
through things and know that more doors are going to get shut than open at the beginning, but you got to keep kicking at them.
Yeah.
You know?
That's good advice.
Yeah. Keep going. Yeah.
Keep
Keep going. And when you fall down, and I still fall down, just fall forward.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a learning experience.
Yeah. Fall forward, get back up, and just keep moving.
Yeah.
Until, it doesn't serve you in a way, or you've decided maybe to do something different, which is totally fine.
That's a decision. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And never put a time. Like I used to say, oh, okay, well, year one, I want to be there. And year two, that was probably the wrong move. Just try to have some goals, but don't always live so far in the future with it.
Yeah.
Try to enjoy that
Yeah.
that road to those goals,
That's
because
a good point.
that spot is where all the living's done.
Yeah.
Like that's where all the growth comes from.
Yeah.
That's where all that personal growth, all the good stuff that you're going to get from that business
Yeah.
isn't the money. It's the experiences and the personal growth, and those goals. You got to have goals. Everybody's got to have goals. You got to have something to go for, right?
Yeah.
But it's that road to those goals now on year 7, year 6 now that I realize that that's where I'm most happy.
Yeah.
Is in that road to there. Even if it's bumpy, bring it on. Like, let's go.
Well,
like, I'm okay.
Yeah, and you mentioned before, like the reasons why you left your corporate gig.
Mm-hmm.
Those kind of served as a reminder as to why you were doing what you're doing to get you through those tough spots.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I still think about that from time to time if I get down a bit.
Sure. There's got to be an easier way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did do the easier way.
Yeah. Yeah. You did the normal. Like that's normal. Most people would love a job like that, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's a government job. It's union. It's salaried.
Yeah.
There's a pension at the end of it. Maybe, it's just not for me.
No.
And it's not to say I couldn't work for somebody else or do something differently down the road.
Yeah.
Because who knows what happens. But you always want to align yourself with something that's going to provide you with something that serves you in a way.
That's right.
Right. If you're not happy doing something, bail. Make a plan, get out of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
100%. The other week we had Jay from A to J Digital on, and he was talking.
Great podcast. Too.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. He was a great guest, and he made the comment too. He had a mentor talk to him about just following it right through to its natural conclusion, whether that's success or not. But you have to give, in this context, a business or a business idea, you have to give it enough time and nurture it enough to make sure that you've given it everything you can. Don't give up too early. Because if you ran into those issues early as a solopreneur, you probably would have quit. But you have to give it enough time, and you did. And now you're 7 going into year 8 of your business.
And I think, and that's a good point. I think that's where people bail.
Yeah,
that start out is that first year, that first year or two, because it's hard.
Yeah,
it's not easy. But yeah, I think you got to stay on keep the train on the tracks, and if it falls off the tracks down the road, let it fall off.
Yeah.
Right. That's how it's going to end. But yeah, I think that's the tough part, is that first year.
Yeah.
That first year was
for sure
was full of self-doubt.
Yes. Yeah. Did I make the right decision? Why is this so hard? Yeah. I don't know. I get it.
Did I just leave a gravy train job for one that I have to work for everything for?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out working for things is much better for you mentally than it is.
Well, it's something you're building something for you.
Yeah.
You're not building it for somebody else.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's your baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was one of the negative things that kind of plagued you in that first year, was that kind of concern for what other people thought of your decisions, or did you not give a shit?
Just thinking about it now. No, I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah.
But at first,
yes,
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that self-doubt was like, man, most people thought it was the stupidest idea ever. Like, why would you leave that job?
Yeah.
Right. And my idea was like, why would you stay at this job? Like, you're not happy either. Like, all you talk about is wanting to go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going.
Yeah.
If I don't make it, I don't make it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and
rust.
That's great. That's
right.
Great. Yeah. Rust away here for the next 20 years. And we're in our prime here. 40
damn right we are.
40 to 55. Like, let's go.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Like, I definitely, it's there was self-doubt for sure.
Yeah. And
a lot of it was worrying about what other people had thought.
Yeah.
And now, like, unless it's your family, right? Your family, your biggest cheerleaders, wife, kid, small group of circle of friends. My friend circle changed dramatically.
No doubt.
Since I started my business. Those people matter, right? But the people that are hating on you, or that make a comment that's negative about it, or you can't do this, or that's not a good idea, I don't give a shit.
Well, and it's more of a reflection on them than it is on you.
Yeah. It's not my unhappiness that's bringing that out. It's their happiness, right?
Yes.
And you learn that. Like I said, I don't know if it's being turning 40.
I think it comes from not giving a shit anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. And learning that it's okay not to give a shit. Like, you don't need that person in your life. Like, if you
that's right.
Don't give a shit. If you say I can't do nothing, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Now,
and the freedom that it gives you it's a beautiful thing.
The mental clarity of it is amazing.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, you like I said, your friend circle's going to change.
Yeah.
Because you want those people who will celebrate those wins with you.
That's right.
Whether that's an Instagram message, right?
Yes.
Whether it's an Instagram message or a fist bump from Instagram or Facebook or a like here, like you post something, they're small successes. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Those are a big deal to somebody who's on their own.
That's right.
And those are the people you want to be around.
Yeah.
You don't want the people that are watching.
Yes.
Judging.
No.
Right?
That's
I'm out.
Just ignore them.
Yep. Yeah. I'm out. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's hard to say.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Because like you think it, but we're talking, but it's true. Like don't worry about what other people think.
Yeah. And the more you do that, the easier it gets. You're easy to let things go.
Absolutely. Yeah. You really hold stuff what people think when you first start out, especially first year. Like you're holding on to that, like, oh, this job didn't go well. Like this month, I'm not sure I'm going to make make the salary I need to make here to live.
Yes.
Maybe they're right. They're wrong.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That kind of naturally leads us into the next part of the conversation. We were talking off the air a little bit about Google reviews and the importance of that for a small business. And you have some, you've got a sterling Google review reputation online.
Yeah. I get that. I mean, I just got that yesterday from a new client. She said the same thing, right? Hard. That's hard too.
It's hard to get those.
It's hard to get those. Like they can hire you used to be able to hire companies.
Yes.
That will get you Google reviews that you've never even had. So that's kind of a little.
You don't want that either.
Why would you want that?
Yeah.
But it's difficult to get Google reviews. And I remember my first 5-star rating Google review that came through, and it was unexpected.
Is that right?
Right? Because you never had one before. You got your business set up that people can actually review you, right?
Yes.
Because there's some businesses and one-man shows and some of my competitors that I see around that you can't write a Google review on there. They have it disabled.
Oh, wow.
Right? That's kind of a red flag too.
A little bit.
Like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, they're very difficult to get. And I think if people knew, like we were talking before, how beneficial they are to that company, how much they keep them going.
Yes.
Because I, in my industry, can't really afford to spend the amount of money that the big companies are making.
Absolutely not.
Like on the marketing, it's insane to me how much they spend. And yes, obviously it works, right? There's a system in play and it works. But even if I spent half of what they spend, I couldn't handle the work.
Exactly. If you converted all those,
I'm in a weird spot where I have to be just happy getting it the old school way, just by doing hard work.
Right.
That's it.
Reputation,
integrity, going to somebody that's new and giving it my best job, doing it at a decent price, and hoping that you check all those boxes for them and they put out a review for you, right?
That's right.
But it is a tough. I don't know the solution to that, to getting more people to do that. But I think by you doing what you're doing and people listening, I hope so, right?
Hopefully.
Listening to podcasts, they realize that those 1 or 2 man outfits that are out there, whatever it is, that makes a huge difference to their business.
It sure does.
And their moral and mental health.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. And if you've appreciated the work that Airman, that Mr. Larson has done here, please leave him a good review. Leave the small business a review. Like, it's important that these guys get these reviews because that's how they compete with the big guys, and they provide sterling service for people. So it's a big deal.
It is. It's a big deal. I will be a supporter for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Because I know how important that is, right?
Yeah.
So every podcast you do, I'll be liking.
You're a good man. Yeah. You're a good man. You're a good man. All right. Cool. All right. Well, let's give some people a little bit of information for themselves now. Let's bring some value to the listeners for the podcast. So, heating and ventilation. So I pulled off like a bunch of questions off of Reddit that were some of the top questions in heating and air conditioning. Okay. So I'm going to shoot them at you, and then you let us know what you think on this. So when should homeowners replace their heating and ventilation air conditioning system versus just repairing it? Where's the cutoff there? I'm sure it's dependent a lot of things. But
that's right now. In the last 15 years, we've got these high efficiency furnaces. Right. Typically, especially the newer areas or anything that's around the 15-year mark, they have secondary heat exchangers on them versus the old style that didn't. So the new stuff is, in my opinion, much less unreliable than the older stuff.
Okay.
You
Just
know,
because there's more
more
parts
tech.
and tech in them.
Yeah,
Okay.
more tech, more parts, more sensors. Like if you looked at the furnace I have in my garage right now, which is for my house for summertime, it's like a Cadillac of furnaces, like, but it's pretty much what the code is now.
Okay.
Like a 95% efficient furnace is pretty much the
Yeah.
code here in Alberta.
Okay.
Mine's 97. You got two-stage gas valves, you have two-stage inducer motors, you got two-stage thermostats, you got these big boards that look like computer cards on them.
Pretty much they are. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're communicating to a blower motor that's a DC blower motor that also has a brain on it.
Yeah.
Right? You have all this extra tech that's on them, and I don't think they're as reliable as the old style ones. Like it's just there's just too much tech to them, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just with everything, right?
Yeah.
It was a car or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think you have to. It's a scenario where you have to, if it has 10 years warranty and it was registered, which it should have been,
Mm-hmm.
then for that 10 years, you should keep that furnace.
Yeah,
Keep it going, keep it maintained yearly, by the way. Get your yearly maintenance every
Yeah.
and then after that, if it becomes a problem or things start to break on it, because they're going to be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Any of those higher end furnace parts are expensive, especially like outside of warranty. Yeah, you're going to be wondering what you should do.
Yes.
Right. I think once you get to that era of like, man, I just put in $1,500 to this furnace on year 11. I don't want to put in another $1,500. And that's my advice every time I go fix somebody's home. And like, well, you just spent $1,500 on this furnace.
Yeah.
Right. It's 11 years old. Like, roll the dice for another couple of years here. Make sure you call me back next year and do another furnace maintenance.
The annual.
Because I can catch so much stuff then it's unbelievable. But start saving.
Yeah.
You're not going to get 20 years out of these new furnaces.
No.
You're not. And if you do, I don't know if I've ever seen one.
Really?
At 20 years, yeah. I've not seen one. There's just
good golly.
Yeah, and I mean they used to.
Yeah.
You used to, these mid-efficients get 25 years on them. They're simple.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a complicated answer because like you don't want to say every 10 years you should get a new furnace. Like,
right? If that was the case, we'd have to replace our fridges every 10 years or washer dryers, like all our major appliances.
Yeah. I think the answer is having a good experienced journeyman refrigeration air conditioning mechanic, ideally, which is what I do.
Yeah.
There to look at it, inspect it, and get to know that furnace, know the model, the serial number, when it was made.
Yeah.
What issues or maybe service bulletins are on that furnace, because that's important.
Yeah.
Because that furnace is working hard. In our winters, like it works hard. Know everything about it, and from that, you can kind of predict what you're going to have to see here in the next few years.
Yeah.
But I would say, yeah,
it's reasonable.
The 10 to 15 year mark is probably where you're going to end up changing these newer styles over. Okay. But it's dependent on how well you've maintained it too. Yeah. Maintaining it is absolutely key. Mm-hmm. It's not that much money.
It isn't.
It's not. No. And it can catch a lot of things. Like we're about to hit a cold snap here in Calgary.
That's right.
And
you're about to get busy.
And it's about to get busy. And the majority of calls I do when it's minus 20, whether they're normal hours or after hours, they're typically newer or people that new clients, right?
Right.
Because I've been through all my old client lists. I've been there. I'm there every year doing their AC maintenance in the spring and doing their furnace in the fall. I don't typically ever hear from them. Yeah. Because that maintenance is important.
Yeah.
It doesn't completely guarantee you're not going to have a breakdown.
Of course.
But it drastically reduces the chance.
If something's on the edge of going, you're going to catch it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so it still blows me away. 20 years into the trade, like I'll go after hours. It's not fun.
No.
I don't want to do it.
Get up at
Yeah. And it's Saturday and the wholesalers aren't open. They charge to open up and it's getting ridiculous.
I can imagine.
You might be paying time and a half depending on the company. And it's like, man, your filter, it's plug solid.
Your fan is overworked.
It's all you had to do is book a maintenance and we could have avoided this $1,000 bill.
Yeah.
Or $800 bill.
Yeah.
Right. So it still blows me away that most don't do that.
Yeah.
It's changing a bit, but if you maintain it, you should definitely get 10 to 15 years out.
So what's a new furnace cost? If in a residential house, 2,000 square foot home.
Yeah. So if you were changing, like I use my house because I'm changing it in the summertime, right? Mine's 12 years old, 13 years old. I know all these furnaces inside out. I know exactly what I like about them, what I don't like about them. So I obviously have what I consider to be the best one, right?
Of course.
But I would say if you're changing a high efficiency to a high efficiency, which is, the easiest replacement.
Sure.
I would say budgeting from seven to 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's today,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? If it happens when it's -20 and you need an emergency changeout, which, it's tough for me to do because I typically have service calls booked the next day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can't just cancel
No.
2 or 3 people, and I don't want to
No,
because I
of
told
course.
them I'd be there, right? And they're waiting for me.
Yeah.
And they're cold,
Yeah.
right?
That's
I
right.
get
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had one of the bigger companies there, you might be paying well over 10 in -20.
And what's
So
the lead time? Can you just go and get a new furnace off the shelf at a wholesaler, or is it like what's the lead time to get one?
depending on the time of day,
Okay.
yes,
All right.
right? But you may not get the one that you really like what I want, and I'm picky
Right.
because I can be.
Yeah.
There's certain models and brands that
Yeah.
I want. That's why there's a lot that we do a lot of furnace replacements kind of in the summertime,
Right.
all the times. But it's warm, right?
Yeah.
It's warm. The stock is great.
Mhm.
There's no rush.
Yes.
It can be cheaper, right? But those are pre-planned ones that like, hey, you've put like, $1,000 into this. Like you should
Yeah.
really consider changing this because, it's going to cost you at some
Of
point,
course.
right?
Yeah. And what do you charge for like a service? Just like an annual
Uh,
endpoint inspection service of a furnace?
yeah. So we charge 149,
That's
99.
incredibly reasonable.
Yeah. It's industry standard.
Yeah.
And I've seen some that are 99. I've seen some that are
Mm,
199,
sure.
but industry standard is about 149.99. And if
Okay.
it weighs too far off of that, either way,
Yeah.
eh,
Probably a reason.
yeah,
Yeah. I gotcha.
yeah,
Okay. That's pretty cheap. I mean, you think about an oil change in a car now, it's pushing that much money.
I know.
And you do that a couple of times, you at least give your furnace some love.
Yeah, my truck's more than that to get the oil change. And I just, like I said, it just, if you can gain anything from this, it's get your regular maintenance
Yes.
every year.
100%.
149.90. You can also ask who's coming to your home
Mm,
too, right? It kind of also blows me away that people, they look at this HVAC bubble. You just call an HVAC company, well, they're HVAC.
yeah.
Well, there's different trades for a reason, right?
Yes. Yes.
So in that HVAC bubble, you have a plumber, right?
Mhm.
Gas fitter plumber. You have a sheet metal guy, and you also have a refrigeration air conditioning mechanic like myself. But they're different trades for different reasons. Like if you got a water leak, you're calling a plumber. You should call a plumber,
That makes
right?
sense.
There's a little bit of overlap between trades and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like it happens, but when you're paying like 149.99 for somebody to come to your house, like you're typically getting me as a
Mhm.
journeyman. Like you want somebody that's experienced to look at that.
Yes.
You don't want a kid that's just started that's 3 months in.
Yeah.
You don't really don't.
No.
They should have a journeyman with them.
Exactly.
That's
was
how
gonna
it
say,
should
they
work.
should be riding shotgun with that guy.
Yep, that's how it worked when I started.
Yeah.
It's not the same anymore. So it's okay to ask, like, who's
Yeah.
coming to my house? What are they a journeyman? What trade are they?
Mhm.
Like, ask for
Those are
that.
good questions.
ask for-
I don't think I've ever asked that question.
No, but you should.
Yeah.
Because they're coming there. Like, who knows if they're learning
Yeah.
on your home?
That's right.
And
Yeah.
they might be.
And there's, not to talk poorly of other companies, but some of these bigger HVAC companies, is it like a puppy mill operation that they're just pumping out these guys that have been out there for a few months?
It's partially, I think, an industry issue,
Is it?
a labor issue,
Yes.
a skilled trades issue. We're like, there is not many skilled trades in Alberta,
Yeah.
Western Canada. There's a lack of experienced people here. I mean, every other month somebody on LinkedIn's sending me a message. Are you interested, in a supervisor or a manager job?
Yeah.
It's really hard to find experienced people, and it's really hard to find people that, even if they aren't experienced, have some passion towards it.
Yes.
Want to learn.
Yes.
Like they want to work, right? They just want, oh, my friend works at so and so, and he gets paid on a commission basis, and he makes $100,000. So I'm going to go work there.
Yeah.
And they're not even spent a day at SATE. Like they're not even a first year apprentice yet.
Good
And yet they're
golly.
going to your house. So
Ay.
yeah, it's you can run into all kinds of things like
Yeah.
that. But what I mean is just it's okay to ask.
Yeah. That's a
Right.
good point. I like
Ask.
that tip.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's coming?
Who's coming?
All right. What's the most important thing homeowners can do to maintain their system?
I see this all the time. And
Yeah.
the filter, your furnace filter. Everyone goes out to Costco
Yeah.
and they buy these Kirkland brand furnace filters,
Right.
which they're really good. They will catch
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. And they're a MERV 11, I think, MERV 11, MERV 12.
Okay. Yep.
So the higher the MERV number, the more restrictive and more stuff they'll catch,
Sure.
right?
Which can be good and bad.
It can be good or bad, but it's mostly bad.
Okay.
Depending on your furnace setup again, like somebody's got to be there to look at it and check
Sure.
it all out. These 1-inch furnace filters that are really restrictive like that can really restrict the airflow through that furnace. And you might not know it for a long time.
Right.
Because it'll work and it'll run, but it's tripping out on its high limits. So it's like a
Oh,
car driving down the
okay.
road and tripping out on high temperature. It's the
Because
same thing.
everything's having to work harder.
Everything has to work harder because it's all about airflow, right? It's
Yes.
designed for a certain amount. It needs to fall within that amount.
Yeah.
We call it temperature rise in the trade and gas pressure.
Okay.
But a lot of people will buy those furnace filters from Costco or order them on Amazon. And I get there to do my maintenance or tune-up, and whoa, like this thing's running at 155 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's tripping out at 155.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And they didn't know that. And I'm like, this is why I'm here.
Yeah.
Because this,
right. So I'm going to save you a ton of money.
Because this is going to save you a no heat call.
Yeah.
In the middle of winter, because it's when it's running really hard and it's running really hot.
Yeah.
This is when that is going to cause an issue. So furnace filters, until somebody tells you that you can run it and it's been tested, run a less restrictive furnace filter and just change it more often.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. If you have pets, lots of us do, you got to change it probably even more often than that. Yeah. And make sure your ducts are getting cleaned kind of every couple of years.
Yeah. Make
sure you're catching all that stuff. But there's some furnace equipment setups that you can run those filters. I'm not saying you can't run the restrictive filters because there's some that will work well.
Yep.
But it has to be tested. And if it's not tested, just err on that side of running a less restrictive filter, like maybe a MERV 8.
Okay.
And changing it more often. And also keeping all your supply vents open. That's a big one.
All right.
I don't know how many calls I do in summer that their AC is frozen. And I get there and they got a restrictive filter in there and they've shut half their vents off in the main floor to try and push that air up to the top floor.
Yes.
You really want it, right?
I've been guilty of that.
Yeah. Bad idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it can bite you when it's running hard.
All right.
So make sure all your supply vents are open, even in the basement. Get away with maybe closing 1 or 2 in the basement, right? And don't block your return airs with couches or anything like that, because it needs that air to breathe, right? Yeah. You can cause a lot of issues.
These are good tips. Yeah. These are good tips. How much can you save on energy bills by upgrading to a high efficiency system?
Like a high efficiency AC or furnace?
Let's say furnace. We're in winter.
Furnace?
Let's talk furnace.
So I don't know what you have here. Is it a mid efficient or is it high efficient?
I think it's a high efficiency. I think it's a Lennox.
Okay. Well, some homes like I go to still have mid efficient furnaces, right? So they're considered like an 80% efficient, right? So the new standard or code or minimum here has been for a couple of years is 95% efficient.
Okay.
So you're looking at it like a 15% efficiency
increase,
right?
Yeah.
By changing your mid efficient to a high efficiency. Now it's going to cost a good chunk of money to do that in your house, and it's a 15% increase, right? So you're saving there's going to be some gas savings because you can run it on a lower gas pressure because it has a low fire and a high fire.
Okay.
And you have an ECM motor, which is a DC motor, which is more efficient.
Low pull, yeah.
Yep, more efficient. But if you're looking at monthly savings from house to house, it's going to be a savings regardless, right?
Sure.
Because the science says that, the data shows that. But yeah, it depends on like your insulation value, your window, all these things.
So at a minimum, that 15% increase, you can imagine saving that much money. What's the payback on getting the new one?
Mm-hmm. You don't have a choice now. That furnace is condemned or there's a heat exchange or something like that. You're getting that because that's the new code.
That's the new code.
Right. And all the new homes are 96% anyways now, 97. So they have that high R value. And
all right.
Yeah.
Here's another question somebody might ask. Why is one room in my house always too hot or too cold?
That's a great question. This happens a lot in summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. In summertime, I get this call a lot. And it's typically like 10-year-old homes.
Okay.
This new era style homes.
Yes.
And usually what it comes down to is somewhere along the lines on that build, before the drywallers slapped up that drywall, there's a vent that wasn't probably put together properly.
So it's just loose.
It's loose, or when the drywallers came in and like, we can get this job done and get the heck out of here, they just slap the drywall up there and they fold in that pipe 50%.
Oh, perfect.
Well, if you fold it in 50%, you're going to lose 50% of that air.
Yes.
And that's typically what you see, which is not good because it's not an easy fix.
It is messy. Yes.
It's a big deal. And if it's still within that home warranty period, well, then you can go talk to the builder.
Of course. Yeah.
But that's typically what I find. Or you find that people are closing vents.
Yeah. That would be true too.
Yeah, and they're trying to move it to one room or the other, and it doesn't really work that way.
No. I remember we lived in Crestmont in the west side before we moved out to Bragg, and one of our neighbors, they had that issue. This room was always freezing cold in the wintertime. And so they ended up opening the wall up, and there was no insulation in the north wall.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
great home building.
Yeah. Where was the inspector on that one?
Right? Good golly. All right. How does a smart thermostat actually save money, and are they worth the investment?
So smart thermostats have been around for a while now. Like Ecobee has one that's probably my favorite. Honeywell has one that's another one of my favorites, and they're all Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Right. But really, they're just marketed as a smart thermostat. They're just Wi-Fi thermostats that are programmable.
It's a programmable thermostat.
That's all it is.
All right.
A lot of people, I get called a lot that they want to upgrade their thermostat to a smart thermostat. Well, they all run on what we call a common wire because they all need a good supply of 24 volts.
Right.
In and out. But you need a common wire. But if you don't have enough wires in your behind your thermostat, it can be a bit of an issue, right?
Yeah.
An extra cost to add wire.
Yeah, fish that wire up.
Yeah, and depending on the brand, they may have a power kit for it or whatever. It's just a fancy programmable Wi-Fi thermostat.
And you shouldn't be monkeying with your thermostat, right?
No, I mean, Nest has one, and they're probably my least favorite. But, well, when you're not home, it'll turn the heat down a little bit, sense that.
Yeah.
I don't think you want that. Like, you just want a strong, well-built thermostat. You want to program it? Program it.
Sure.
Right? And you want Wi-Fi? Then get Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Right? I have a Wi-Fi thermostat. I don't even use the Wi-Fi.
Right.
Alberta seems to, or Calgary, their weather's all over the map.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I don't know if you'd have to change your schedule every week.
Exactly. Like, how do you know?
The temperature changes too much here.
Yeah.
So I just, a good quality thermostat, but the smart thermostat, I don't know how smart they are.
Not necessary. That's another good tip. Save you some money. What are the signs that my furnace or air conditioner needs professional service before it breaks down?
Ooh.
I'm guessing a clunking sound isn't good.
Well, I had one of these yesterday. She sent me a video, and yeah, there's a good clunk going on in it. Yeah, and something was stuck in the squirrel cage. I could tell.
Oh,
I just
squirrel.
I kind of helped her out over the phone. Something. But I would say, like, they had noise. Like, I can usually walk into a house and I can hear it.
Something squealing.
Like, my ears are trained for it, right?
Of course.
But noise is a big one. I'd also say if it doesn't maintain temperature. If you set your thermostat at 20, and whether it's heating or cooling, and it's not getting there, like it's not where it's supposed to be, you got a problem.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to know. So pay attention.
Yes.
What's the deal with humidity in the summer, and how does an AC help?
Well, AC is, partial dehumidifier.
Right.
Right. It's taking the moisture out of the air in the house. And these new homes, they are so well insulated and so tight.
Yes.
That it's hard for the humidity to drop below like 35% in a home, even with an AC running all summer.
Oh, wow.
Because they're so tight. It'll take out the humidity, right? Because if you take out the humidity at 23 degrees in your house, you're going to feel cooler.
Sure.
There's less humidity.
That's right.
Right? So it spends a big portion of its time taking out the humidity and then takes out the regular heat in your home. That's why you have a drain downstairs, and that's where you see all the water coming from. That's, that's moisture, that's humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you recommend people have a supplementary dehumidifier like in their basements? Or does it kind of depend on what they need?
Again, it would depend on the home and
Is it a full basement? Is it a walkout?
Yeah, is a legal suite? Like, you got small rooms like that. I've seen some, but not many. I don't see many. The AC does a good job at doing that.
Yeah.
But if you require for medical reasons or something, then obviously that's something that you have to look at. Yeah. But not for the average person, no.
Is ductless mini split air conditioning right for my home, or should I stick with central air? It's usually like the heat exchanger style. Yeah,
so ductless is ductless.
Okay.
There's no ducts. You would see those in like an apartment condo.
Right. They're just a unit sits on the wall.
Yeah, they're just like in a hotel room.
Yes.
That's what they're. They sit in a room like that. Like if this was a room that you had excessive heat coming from maybe a business or something that you're doing in here, and you're like, I need more cooling in here to maintain my computers and stuff like that, then that would be a scenario where you'd probably have a ductless in here.
Okay.
But if it's a regular home, central air is
still
absolutely
the way to go.
Well, yeah, it's also cheaper. Those ductless mini splits, multi-zoned mini splits, they are not cheap.
No, I can imagine.
See them on commercial buildings like offices and stuff like that. Yeah, you're better off with just a central air. Just a nice basic AC system.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Heat pumps. So how do they work in Alberta? I have an opinion on them in Alberta. My wife's family's from the East Coast. It's a big deal in the East Coast.
Yeah.
And they seem to work pretty good out there. But for Alberta, very different climate.
Oh man, this could be a whole nother podcast.
Maybe we should do that.
They're big on the West Coast too, like Kelowna,
yeah,
and stuff like that. I have seen some in Fort McMurray when I was up there, but they're more of a backup thing that's never going to run anyways.
So there's a temperature range that they work well in, and
they do, and like the big push here, or why you get phone calls, or why I get phone calls for it and stuff, is because the government has gave grants for it, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's rebates and stuff like that.
There's rebates for it, so people I get a $4,000 rebate for, well, they're double the cost to begin with.
Yeah.
Typically, depending on the efficiency level. But yeah, until a journeyman refrigeration air conditioning mechanic has one in his own home, I don't think I'm going to recommend it for other people.
Yeah.
For the general population. Like,
exactly.
Do they work? Yes. Do they work if it's -20? They advertise that it works in -20.
Ew.
But how can it be that efficient in -20?
Right. It's just going to be running and running and running and running.
Yeah, and there's nothing more efficient in our climate here in Calgary, like in Alberta, than 115-volt natural gas-fired appliance.
Yeah.
Your furnace. There's nothing more efficient than that. So I don't understand where they get their numbers from. I'm not an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the guy that works
Good marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me that you're running a 240-volt heat pump in October, November, that's more efficient than your 115-volt 2-stage ECM variable speed furnace.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yeah. No, that's just common sense there. Yeah, for sure. All right. Last question. Question number 10. What should I do to prepare my system for winter or summer? And can I really do it myself?
Well, changing your furnace filter,
that's a simple thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Just keep your MERVs down. Don't go crazy on the MERVs.
MERV rating down a little bit. The number one thing is get annual maintenance.
Yeah.
$149.99. Make sure you're getting the most experienced guy there, because it's important. Ask questions. Have questions written down for him when he comes, right? It's okay to ask who he is and what trade he is. I can't believe more people don't do that.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a good tech, like myself, I will educate you on your furnace. There'll be stuff I will tell you.
And that's value right there.
There's value. And there's education in it. And I enjoy that part of it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we'll go through it when I'm done, everything, and I will show you what you should look for, what you need to do, what you should have your thermostat set at.
Mm-hmm.
But your furnace filter, those supply vents, again, keeping those open, if you have a high efficiency, keeping the outside intakes. You need to be going out there daily. When we hit -20, -22, and the wind blows, depending on which way your house is facing, like, you can get the fresh airs plugged up with ice in a day.
There you go.
I have to go out and bang off the ice on mine every day.
Yeah. Wow.
So doing that is something that you can do. You don't need to call somebody.
Simple. Yes.
Yeah, but I do get calls, and I go to homes and I say, hey, did you check your outside vents so I don't come?
Yeah.
I'll charge you $100 just to bang off your vents.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I did. And then I get there. Oh, geez. You got to it's got to be better than that, right?
No.
So that's something that you can do to save money.
Simple stuff.
Yeah. And if it's something that you don't know or you have questions about, call somebody, talk to them. Well, who's ever willing to talk to you, I will.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
I love talking about it, obviously.
Right on.
But there's just keep those simple things in mind. Keep your furnace vents open, good filter, not restrictive, and don't set your thermostat at 24 degrees Celsius.
Right.
I don't know how many people do that, and it's just it can't keep up.
No.
There's no way in -22 that your furnace is going to keep up at 24 degrees Celsius.
That's right.
And it's a sauna in your house.
Right. Yeah, right? Exactly.
And then I get there because it's not working and you're cold. Mm-hmm. It still shows me it's 21.
And that's why your dad slapped your hands every time he tried to touch the thermostat.
That's right.
Growing up.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like that in my house too. Who touched the thermostat?
Get away from that.
Stay out of there.
No. Yeah. No, you know what? We had our furnace service before we knew you, by our usual guy. And he did find some weird stuff this time. And we get it serviced every year, but he caught a little leak, and I think there was something else that was a problem, and he caught it. It was all covered into the $150. But if I didn't,
that wasn't $150.
It wouldn't have been. No,
definitely not. That is exactly why you should get your maintenance.
Yeah.
And you don't have to deal with it in -20.
Yes,
because it's not fun.
No.
I call it the silly season, and we're in it.
Yeah.
We're about to go through it here. Well, I'm about to go through it here in a couple days again.
Yes.
And it's not fun to not have heat and to try to find parts, and
No.
it's not good.
No. Okay. Good tips. Good tips. All right. I got some personal questions for Jeremy.
All right, let's go.
All right. So what did you want to be when you grew up?
A firefighter, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I actually, when I was 18, I was in school for an EMT. I was an EMT for a year and a half.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I was young.
Yeah.
Like right out of college.
That'd be an eye-opener.
Yeah, it was an eye-opener.
Yeah.
It was. I seem to have that personality that, like, my wife always says, it's just like, you care so much. And that was my problem with that. It's like, I cared so much that you couldn't leave it at work.
Yeah, it's tough. That is tough.
That is a tough
job.
gig. Yep. Tough job. A lot of respect for the people that do it.
We've had a few EMTs on the podcast, and they're special people when they care like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We're thankful there's people that can do it.
Yep.
Yeah. What did your parents want you to be when you were growing up?
I think they just wanted me to be happy. Yeah. Just like me as for my kid. I just want to be happy. I don't want them to work anywhere that's not a good environment.
Right.
Like, don't work somewhere that you're not happy. Find something that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
And go and try to do that.
Yeah. Find a passion.
Yeah. Don't look at the money, because that's not the reason to do it.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. What was your first job?
First job was Tabor Turbo.
Tabor Turbo.
Yeah. My dad owned the gas station. I was 14, maybe. That was my first, like, real job, working for dad.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it was, a little bit easier than working for somebody else. But yeah, I worked there for the summer, and then I think shortly after that I got a job at another gas station in Lethbridge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that was those were my first two jobs.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jump to the pump. What was your favorite job?
What I'm doing now, hands down.
Good.
Yeah.
Now you're doing what you should be.
Mm-hmm.
What was your worst job?
I can't remember what the place was called in Lethbridge, but in between college, and it was full of college and university students at this meat shop. I forget what it was called.
Yeah.
But they had basically cut up pigs, like it was pig meat, like for bacon and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
And it was a good paying job. Well, had to be.
Sure. You had to be knee deep in that.
Right.
Yeah.
And friends that were in school, like, oh, come work this summer here. And it's like, oh, that sounds like a great idea. Wage is great. It's Lethbridge, right? So back in the day, it was good money. My job was you would cut the pig in half. It's me and it's dad. And the slab would fall and it'd come down the line. And you'd have this little gun with a string, like a circular string. And you'd put the circular string over the rib. And you'd pull the trigger, and it would pull the ribs out of the meat. And then you did that with all the ribs, and you snapped all the ribs off, and then it kept going down the line.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And it's cold because you're in a huge refrigerated
big
space.
Fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dark. Everybody's got, earmuffs on.
The picture you're painting right now.
I remember doing the orientation there, and it was like you have 30 of us there. Well, by day one, there's like 15.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. And by a month in, oh, where'd everybody go? Right? The money was good.
But you worked for it.
But yeah, it was a different kind of job. Yeah.
What was your favorite subject in school?
Ooh. Probably science.
Science. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think science. Yeah. Science and math.
Math.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at math.
No.
I was okay at it, but I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I enjoy it. I do it all the time now.
Well, yeah,
like it paid off, obviously. But yeah, I think science was my favorite. Yeah.
Nice. What's your special skill?
Ooh.
Yeah. A juggler? Or?
My wife would say this too. Intuition.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it's a superpower.
It is.
But it's also kryptonite too. Because it depends on the people that you meet, right?
You get a bad feeling about somebody.
Yeah, and now it's like if I do, I'm out.
Yeah.
It's like there's no
tolerance for that.
Yeah, bye. You might not even get a bye. I'm just quietly just out of here.
It's funny how you get. I was talking to my wife about this the other day. She had somebody at her job, and she met them, and immediately she said, "I got this weird feeling like this person ain't quite right." And I think like the next day or the other day, like they fired her. And my wife had literally nothing to do with her other than just meeting her that once. And like, there's something to there. Yeah.
There's something to it.
On that other level of some, kind of waves.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Oof, this is another podcast. Survivor Man. Strout, is that his last name?
I think so.
Yeah. So anyway, for years I've been watching it. It's good entertainment.
That's exactly.
Like it's good fun, right?
Yeah.
Like lately on the YouTube, it's in the algorithms. He's been popping up again on there.
No
So
kidding.
I've been watching a few of them, the best of or whatever, and yeah, it's fun to think about.
It is. It totally is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
You spend a lot of time in West Bragg here.
I spend a lot of time out in the mountains, and I'm sure hunters would say the same thing. Like, I mean, I've never seen one. I mean, would it be fun to dress up in a suit?
I've got plans.
Like, if you got plans, I want to be there because I think it would be.
I'll probably need like a paramedic or something because I'm going to get shot.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to need somebody looking out for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sure fun to think about.
Yeah.
Especially when you spend a lot of time in the mountains, and people say they've never run into a cougar. Like the scary kind of cougar.
Right.
I guess that could be scary the other way too.
Not the ones from Marlborough.
Exactly. Yeah. But I see them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially this time of the year when the snow's like that.
Of course.
You can see and some of them they're
we got ones that live on this hill that we're on here. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's fresh kills, usually one every month somewhere on our property or neighbor's property or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I see them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. People don't want to come riding with me because I see them all the time and I have stories. I'm like, well, I'm not attracting them.
No.
We're in their country out here.
Oh my God.
Like,
absolutely.
They're everywhere.
They are. Well, thank you very much, Jeremy, for coming on Bragg N Bout Business.
This has been great.
This has been fun. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we wish Airman Heating the best for this chilly winter season and this cold snap that we're going to be having.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right. Take care. You, Jeremy. And if you have questions or would like Airman Heating to take a look at your furnace, check out his Instagram page at Airman Heating and AC, or shoot him an email. His email address is in the show notes. Have a good week.